Have you ever wondered what stories a painting can tell, especially when it's a masterpiece like Nighthawks by Edward Hopper? In the world of art, few pieces spark as much intrigue as this iconic painting. A product of Hopper's brilliant mind, Nighthawks has become a symbol of the early 20th century urban life. Its story and the technique behind its creation are as captivating as the painting itself. Dive with us into the world of Nighthawks, a painting that has intrigued art enthusiasts for decades. Nighthawks, painted in 1942, isn't just a simple depiction of a New York diner, it's a lot more. This iconic work of art takes us on a journey back to a very different time, a time when the world was at war. As we delve into the historical context, we find that Hopper's masterpiece is a mirror reflecting the era's social atmosphere. The year was 1942, a period marked by the throes of World War II. The world was in chaos and turmoil, with nations locked in a bitter struggle. It was during this unsettled period that Edward Hopper chose to create Nighthawks, a painting that would go on to become one of his most renowned works. But what does this scene of a late-night diner tell us about the world back then? Look closer, and you'll see it's not just about the people sitting at the counter or the lone waiter. It's about the isolation and loneliness that was part and parcel of urban life during that time. In the midst of a bustling city, Hopper has portrayed a scene of profound solitude. The figures inside the diner seem detached, lost in their own thoughts. Despite being physically close, they seem worlds apart, their minds possibly burdened by the worries of the time. And it's not just the individuals inside the diner that tell this story. The empty streets and the closed shops in the background further emphasize the sense of isolation. This stark contrast between the vibrant city life and the lonely individuals within it is a commentary on the human condition in urban settings. In a time of worldwide conflict, when people were longing for connection and camaraderie, Nighthawks portrayed the striking paradox of city life. It highlighted the truth that despite being surrounded by people, one can still feel profoundly alone. In its essence, Nighthawks is a symbol of the solitude that pervades even in crowded cities. It's a poignant reminder of the human capacity to feel alone, even when surrounded by others. And it's this universal truth that makes Nighthawks resonate with us, even today. Now that we've understood the history, let's delve into the technique that brought Nighthawks to life. Edward Hopper was a master of light and shadow, using them to create a sense of isolation. In Nighthawks, the brightly lit diner contrasts starkly with the enveloping darkness outside, creating a feeling of loneliness and detachment. It's as if the diner is an oasis of light in an otherwise dark world, a beacon of solitude. The painting's composition also plays a significant role in setting the mood. The viewer is positioned as an outsider, looking into the diner through a large glass window. This perspective enhances the sense of separation between us and the characters, making us observers of their world rather than participants. As for the use of color, Hopper opted for a muted palette with bold splashes of red. This choice adds to the overall melancholy ambience of the scene. The red, often associated with energy and passion, seems subdued here, reflecting the character's apparent ennui. Hopper's style can be described as a form of realism, but it's a realism tinged with emotion. His work is not just a faithful reproduction of reality. Instead, he uses realistic depictions to express deep emotional states, capturing the essence of human solitude and introspection. With his unique technique, Hopper managed to create a masterpiece that transcends time and continues to resonate with audiences today. So what have we learned today about this remarkable piece of art? We've journeyed through the hushed streets of Edward Hopper's Nighthawks, a painting steeped in history and imbued with a profound sense of urban isolation. This masterpiece, birthed in the early 40s, is an eloquent commentary on the social fabric of its time, capturing a unique slice of American life. We've explored the fascinating technique used by Hopper, a blend of realism and modernism that creates a compelling dichotomy between the mundane and the symbolic. His meticulous attention to lighting, perspective, and composition brings the scene to life, encapsulating the essence of solitude amidst the bustling cityscape. We've also delved into the intriguing depiction of urban isolation that Nighthawks presents. The painting's subjects, despite their close proximity, seem worlds apart, encapsulating the paradox of city life. Next time you look at Nighthawks or any other painting, remember, there's always more than meets the eye. Stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of art.